Philadelphia Eagles fans are still riding the wave of excitement and frustration from another unforgettable season. The team has captured national attention not only for its highs, but also for the drama surrounding one of its most electrifying players, A.J. Brown, after an intense playoff loss to the San Francisco 49ers. Conversations about his future are louder than ever. Trade rumors swirl, but the story of A.J. Brown in Philadelphia goes far beyond speculation. It is about a player who has transformed the identity of the franchise since stepping onto the field. In green and white, A.J. Brown's impact has been felt in every stadium he's entered, every defensive scheme thrown at him, and every highlight reel that flashed across screens during the season. He arrived with the promise of big plays and delivered with an intensity and consistency that few wide receivers in Eagles history have matched. From the moment A.J. Brown first took the field, it was clear he was not just another talented player, he was a game changer. His combination of size, speed, and precise route running allowed him to dominate defenses week after week. In his debut season, he immediately established a reputation as a playmaker who could alter the outcome of games single-handedly. By 2022, Brown had fully arrived as a superstar. 88 receptions for nearly 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns in a single season placed him among the elite in the league and cemented his status as one of the franchise's most important defensive weapons. That performance earned him All-Pro recognition, an acknowledgement of his ability to carry an offense and consistently deliver under pressure. He backed up that season with continued excellence in 2023, racking up 106 catches for over 1,400 yards and 7 touchdowns, proving that his elite status was no fluke. Even when facing injuries and missing time in 2024, Brown still managed to surpass 1,000 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns, maintaining his reputation as a reliable and dominant force on the field. A.J. Brown's value to the Eagles cannot be measured by statistics alone, though those numbers tell a compelling story. Beyond the yards and touchdowns, he brought energy, expectation, and excitement that Philadelphia had longed for in its wide receiver corps. For years, the franchise struggled to consistently produce top-tier receivers who could change games and command attention from defenses. A.J. Brown altered that perception entirely, forming a dynamic duo with Devonta Smith and creating a passing game that fans could rally behind. Watching the two of them operate in tandem, particularly in critical moments of high-stakes games, became a source of joy for supporters. Even if the team as a whole occasionally faltered in execution, 2025, however, introduced new challenges. Brown's numbers dipped slightly, with 103 receptions, 7 touchdowns, 78 catches, and 121 targets, reflecting some struggles in offensive rhythm. Despite this, his influence on the field remained undeniable. Few players have the ability to completely shift a game's momentum with a single play, and A.J. Brown belongs in that category. His unique skill set blending strength, speed, agility, and precise route running makes him a constant threat, no matter the scheme or opponent. While his physical contributions are unquestionable, the past season highlighted tensions between Brown and the organization. Frustrations became evident as the offense struggled to maintain consistency, and A.J.'s demeanor on the field sometimes suggested disconnect. Fans noticed moments where he appeared less engaged, less reactive, and at times almost detached from the game. This tension came to a head during the wild card matchup against the 49ers, where a few critical drops shifted the outcome and contributed to the team's early playoff exit. Off the field, interactions with coaches and teammates drew attention as well. A notable sideline disagreement with Nick Sirianni underscored mounting frustrations, with A.J. visibly expressing dissatisfaction with certain instructions. Meanwhile, his limited engagement with media questions fueled speculation about his commitment to the team. In a city and franchise that values accountability and toughness, these behaviors sparked debate among fans and analysts about whether Philadelphia remains the right fit for one of its most talented players. Complicating matters further are the financial realities surrounding A.J. Brown. With a significant cap hit for 2026, any decision regarding his future comes with major salary considerations. The Eagles face a complex dilemma: retain one of the league's premier wide receivers while managing a high salary, or explore options that could reset the wide receiver position financially. With Devonta Smith commanding a substantial contract and John Hightower approaching free agency, the organization must carefully navigate both cap space and team performance. Potential approaches include considering a trade before June 1st to preserve flexibility, exploring younger and cost-effective options through the draft, or finding solutions that balance talent retention with financial strategy. Howie Roseman's experience in cap management will be crucial in determining a path forward that preserves competitive advantage while remaining financially responsible. Another critical question is whether the relationship between A.J. Brown and the Eagles can be repaired internally. Players like Jalen Hurts suggest that communication lines are open, with conversations reportedly positive at times. Public perception and on-field chemistry, however, tell a different story. There is ongoing discussion about whether a change in offensive leadership could reignite A.J.'s engagement and elevate the production of both him and Devonta Smith. Candidates like Brian Daboll, Todd Monken, and Davis Webb could bring fresh schemes, energy, and leadership, potentially creating an environment where A.J. can thrive again if differences prove irreconcilable. The Eagles may have to consider a trade to protect the team's long-term cohesion and performance. Performance metrics also factor into the decision-making process. Subtle declines in explosiveness, such as reduced yards of separation, raise questions about the timing of a potential trade. Teams with cap space and young quarterbacks, like the New England Patriots, have been linked to A.J. Brown for some time, presenting scenarios where his skill set could be fully leveraged. These considerations make the next steps in A.J. Brown's Philadelphia story pivotal, not only for the player and team, but also for the broader NFL landscape. Every decision carries weight, impacting locker room morale, offensive strategy, and the future trajectory of a franchise in search of continued success. As the Eagles approach the offseason, the stakes around A.J. Brown could not be higher. The organization faces a pivotal moment in determining how to structure the roster, allocate financial resources, and maintain team chemistry while navigating the complexities of the salary cap. A.J.'s contract, heavily backloaded, creates both opportunity and challenge. Any potential trade or roster move must consider not just immediate cap relief, but also long-term competitive viability. Moving him before June 1st could provide maximum leverage in negotiations, allowing the Eagles to target a replacement or pursue younger, more cost-effective talent through the draft. Waiting until after that date would reduce the dead cap implications, but simultaneously weaken negotiating position, as rival teams would understand the urgency the Eagles face. The internal dynamics of the locker room further complicate the situation. A.J. Brown has been a cornerstone of the Eagles' offense, and his presence extends beyond the statistics on the sheet. He has contributed to leadership in the huddle, the tone of practice, and the overall identity of the offense. Devonta Smith's partnership with him has been one of the most effective wide receiver tandems in the league, and the loss of A.J. would create both a leadership vacuum and a significant tactical adjustment for the passing game. Offensive strategy would have to be reevaluated, especially if the team opts to bring in a new coordinator with a fresh approach. Potential candidates such as Brian Daboll, Todd Monken, or Davis Webb offer a chance to reimagine the offense, blending Hurts' mobility with precision passing while introducing new methods for using wide receivers. A new system could reignite A.J.'s engagement, restore energy to the locker room, and maximize production across the board, but it would require clear communication, buy-in, and accountability from all parties. Timing also plays a critical role in any decision about A.J. Brown. While his athleticism remains elite, subtle indicators from the past seasons suggest slight declines in explosiveness. Metrics such as average yards of separation, which have dropped from 0.1 to 1.7, may seem minor, but can have meaningful effects on the kind of game-breaking plays A.J. has been known for, ensuring that the Eagles capitalize on his market value before any potential dip in performance is essential. Teams like the New England Patriots, rumored suitors for some time, offer an environment where A.J.'s talents could be fully utilized within disciplined and structured offensive schemes. Such a move could rejuvenate his career while giving a new team a proven, dynamic playmaker capable of changing games immediately. The narrative around A.J. Brown is also deeply tied to emotion and perception. Fans have witnessed the highs of spectacular catches and the lows of moments of frustration. During crucial losses, his role in the Eagles' championship run remains undeniable. Yet recent playoff disappointment and limited media interaction have fueled speculation about his future. Philadelphia fans expect resilience, accountability, and visible commitment from their stars, and any departure will be heavily scrutinized. AJ's decision to leave a signed jersey for Quinton Mitchell captures the complexity of his character, balancing respect for certain teammates with an apparent disconnect from broader team responsibility. How the Eagles manage the messaging, internal and external, around this transition will significantly shape public perception and fan sentiment. Beyond A.J. Brown, the Eagles face broader challenges in building a sustainable, competitive wide receiver corps. Maintaining depth and flexibility is essential, both for immediate performance and long-term planning. Devonta Smith's contract, John Hightower's free agency status, and the potential infusion of new talent through the draft all must be carefully considered. Should AJ be traded, Philadelphia would need a capable number 3 receiver, someone ready to contribute immediately yet aligned with salary cap constraints and rookie wage expectations. These considerations place pressure on the front office to identify talent efficiently and make strategic moves before key windows in free agency and the draft close. Flexibility in adapting offensive schemes to personnel changes will be critical in ensuring the team remains competitive despite roster shifts. Leadership within the locker room remains a central focus. A.J. Brown's visible frustrations highlight the importance of clear communication and shared expectations among players and coaches. The new offensive coordinator, whoever is selected, must possess not only tactical expertise, but also the ability to manage personalities, foster cohesion, and extract peak performance from the roster. Jalen Hurts, as quarterback and central figure in the offense, will be instrumental in maintaining unity, especially if significant personnel changes occur. Balancing innovation with continuity is key. Any new approach must elevate performance, while respecting established relationships and chemistry that have driven success in recent seasons. Financial considerations add yet another layer of complexity. A.J. Brown's cap hit for 2026 and associated dead money require careful planning. Any trade must balance immediate relief with long-term flexibility, ensuring the Eagles can pursue complementary talent while managing the contracts of remaining stars. Howie Roseman's expertise is well known, yet the structure of A.J.'s deal, particularly with substantial backloaded money, demands precise navigation. Decisions made now will influence multiple seasons, impacting draft strategy, free agency targets, and overall offensive planning. The ripple effects of each choice will be felt far beyond this offseason, shaping the trajectory of the franchise and defining the Eagles' approach to building a championship-caliber roster. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. Shockwaves might be about to hit Philadelphia as whispers grow louder about the possible departure of star wide receiver A.J. Brown from the Eagles. Sources close to the team suggest that tensions behind the scenes have been simmering, and Brown's name has been at the center of trade speculation for weeks. The Eagles, known for their passionate fan base and high expectations, could be facing a major shakeup if these rumors turn into reality. Brown, who has been one of the most explosive offensive weapons in recent seasons, has reportedly expressed frustration over certain aspects of the organization. While details remain murky, insiders hint at disagreements on contract structure, offensive strategy, and perhaps the direction the team is heading under the current management. Philadelphia has invested heavily in its roster, and losing a player of Brown's caliber could trigger a significant ripple effect across the league. Talk around the NFL suggests that several teams are keeping a close eye on the situation, ready to pounce should the Eagles decide to entertain trade offers. Brown's skill set, size, speed, and ability to make contested catches makes him an attractive option for franchises looking to immediately bolster their passing game. While no official statements have been made, the mere suggestion of Brown's potential exit has already ignited debates among fans and analysts alike, with speculation running rampant about which teams might have the resources and desire to bring him aboard. Philadelphia's locker room dynamics could also be under scrutiny, as rumors of a possible departure sometimes reflect deeper internal issues. The Eagles organization has not publicly addressed the chatter, which only fuels the fire of conjecture. Some insiders believe that Brown's exit, if it happens, could coincide with other roster moves, potentially marking a period of transition or even a quiet crisis for a team accustomed to competing at the highest level. For now, Eagles fans are left in suspense, watching closely for any sign that negotiations or trade discussions might intensify. The thought of losing one of the most electrifying players in recent history is enough to make headlines nationwide. and sports media across the country are already speculating on the potential impact of such a seismic change. Whether this is a temporary storm of rumors or the beginning of a real shake-up in Philadelphia remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, A.J. Brown's name has never been more on the tip of everyone's tongue. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.